Hello Magic players, thank you for clicking on the video. So I was randomly looking through my collection for some stuff that I could possibly sell, and I did not realize some of these cards were this expensive. So I brought you 8 cards today that you may not know that are expensive, and we'll tell you how expensive they are. Honorable mention to Smothering Tithe for all of its reprints. So still putting up a fight around $32 to $36. That is banana sandwich, look. If you want it, pick it up, but all this is going to take is probably like one more reprint for us to see a serious hit in how much it costs. And also, don't be afraid to look into other languages. I bet if I go to TCG Player right now and we click on non-English. Yeah, look at that, man. Look, we got 26.90, and we have like a couple more here. But I bet if you go through some of the other printings, you will be able to find one that is not as expensive as an English one, if you don't mind that it's a different language. Moving on to the list. Two-headed Hellkite, Wooburg, and a 1. For 5/5 Flying Menace Haste Dragon. Whenever it attacks, draw 2 cards. Now, it is almost $10, which is crazy, but it has steadied out and doesn't look like it's going to be dropping anytime soon. All this is going to take is one more random reprint of like a dual deck or a Modern Masters kind of set, or maybe even a random secret layer for it to really tank. But it's also a weird one to print. So if you have it and you want maybe almost, $9 extra and you're not using it. So this was in the Jared Precon. The 5-colored commander, which I kept together. So if you're not using it and it's just sitting there, you can probably sell it. I don't see this going up anytime soon. But I'm not going to lie to you. When I play this card, it is a problem and people have to answer it. Drawing 2 cards when it attacks and you can attack with it as soon as you play it. Whew, so good. That brings us into our next one from that very same pre-com. Tiller Engine, $26. 2 colorless for a 1/3 artifact creature construct. When a land enters the battlefield tapped and under your control, choose one. Untap that land or tap target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Very good card. It is on its way down. Again, this is going to be one of the ones that I could see this being reprinted in Avatar. I could see this being a machine that is created by one of the nations. All it's going to take is probably one reprint of this to really tank. If you have it and you're not using it, I think this is a good one to sell because just one and it's probably going to cut it in half. So I would not buy this unless you really want to. I mean, let's just be honest, you should proxy this. Don't even worry about buying it, just proxy it. Okay, moving right along. Excalibur, Sword of Eden. This was an Assassin's Creed card. Cost 12 colorless, legendary artifact equipment, but it costs X less to cast, where X is the total mana value of historic permanents you control. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. Gives equipped creature +10/+10 and vigilance. And if it is a legendary creature, it has an equipped legendary creature of 2. This is sitting at $14 roundabout. Now, +10/+10 and vigilance, very good. And this has popped up in some of modern equipment strategies. What's the one? Pure Steel Paladin strategies. If you're not a hardcore slayer of modern or a sweat when it comes to equipments, this is probably one that you can safely sell and wait until it gets a random reprint somewhere. However, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon, so it's safe to hold on to if you want to keep it. If it had vigilance and trample, that'd be a whole different story, but just vigilance, I mean, without having something else attached to this creature, it's just going to get ran into and blocked by a 1/1, and then you just dropped $14 on something and didn't get any damage through. So,
moving on.
Mindcrank, a new Phyrexia uncommon, 2 colorless. When an opponent loses life, that player puts that many cards from the top of his or library into their graveyard. $12! $12! If you are not, look, you're gonna hear me say this a lot. If you are not looking to hardcore sweat in your commander group, like this doesn't have a deck anywhere else. So if you're not looking to hardcore sweat, just proxy this. Buy a Japanese version or a Chinese version or something for like $4 to $6. Or just wait. One reprint of this in a secret lair or in some random Modern Masters product, it will spike it down and you'll be thankful you didn't buy it. If you're sitting on these, get rid of them. Tergrid, God of Fright, a $20 card. Say what? I think I picked this up in a trade for like $5. This didn't even have a sleeve until like yesterday. So Tergrid, if you don't like friends, you should pick this card up. 3 and 2 black, legendary creature god. So it's got 2 sides. A 4/5 menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That is an insane ability, I know. But again, if you like friends, you should not buy this card. The flip side is an artifact that costs 3 and a black. It's a legendary artifact. You tap it. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Pay 4 to untap it. The pay 4 to untap it doesn't come up too often, but this is a very annoying ability, and if you have things that untap permanents and untap artifacts, this can get out of hand fast. I don't know who's playing this. I mean, it's gotta just be Commander. I can't see this. There are random Kaldheim cards that are just spiking. So if you're sitting on this, I think this is an easy sell. Unless you have a very competitive, spiteful play group that you're using this, I think you could safely get rid of this. One reprint from a Modern Master set or a random secret lair. I genuinely think it's going to tank this value. Right, Valakut Awakening, one of the Zendikar Rising lands on the back, card on the front. This is the mountain. So 2 and a red, an instant. Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards +1. Insanely good card. Pick this up when it was like $4 or $5 for that 5-color deck that I was telling you about. $12 now. $12. This one's going to be one, I'm not going to lie to you. This one is a very good card. All these flip lands / cards / lands, they're seeing play a lot of places, and most of them I feel like are going to keep going up. This is probably a safe bet to pick up, and I don't think even after reprint it's going to go down much. This is one of the ones that is just a very good, very versatile card. I think it's going to keep going. Being able to draw for 3 +1, I mean, it's so good, it's so versatile. I don't think you can waste your money here. Speaking of those lands, Seagate Restoration, almost $40. Holy crap! 4 and blue. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand +1. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. I think I had this, and I think I sold it for like $4. It is almost $40, which I understand why. It is an insanely good card. Insanely good card. And of course, it's got the land. You pay 3 life, comes into play tapped if you don't. This has got to be, I mean, it's been up here for a while. I must have not, I just missed the boat on this one, I guess. Don't buy this now. Wait, I'm telling you, there's no way it stays here. $40 for this land is insanity. Just give it time. This is an easy Masters reprint, and it would just cut the value in half with just a single reprint. So I would hold if you're sitting on it. I think this is an easy $40 to sell. It's got to go down eventually, right? Okay, and just a random one. Aurelia, the War Leader. 2 colorless, 2 red, 2 white. Total of 6. A 3/4 legendary creature angel. Flying, vigilance, haste. Whenever she attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. This is one of those ones that if you click the Japanese section for the languages, it's like $5. But it's almost $15 for English. After the crazy amount of printings that it has. Restricted for the mana value, so it doesn't go in everything. Angel makes it popular for Kalia. Proxy this, or just buy the Japanese version. Save yourself some money. If you're sitting on this thing right now, I mean, it's going up. So I don't know. I feel like they could reprint this another 2 times, and it's still not going to go anywhere.
I wish it would, because I want to buy one.
This is Foundations. What we got here? See, look, Gate Crash. Look at this, 17. Foundations is the cheapest at 14. That's crazy. Don't spend $14 on this. Go buy a shock land or a fetch land. It's, you know, like, it's safer. It's safer. Okay, so I hope this video was fun for you. Let me know in the comments, have any cards that you have had recently surprise you at how much they're worth now, or how much something is tanked? That might be a fun one too, to look at recent cards that have just plummeted in value, although that might be sad for some people. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. I just calls it like I sees it, right? As I'm sure a lot of other people like to do. So you can tell me in the comments, am I way off base here? Thank you. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. More content coming soon.